Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good day.
40 degrees right now after a beautiful Sunday. 81 it was on.
Yeah, back to reality yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. We were talking about how it felt like Saturday was a vacation for everyone that lived here, and then back to the weird weather.
It was nice while it lasted.
Yeah, it was. So yesterday, your grandson's first baseball practice. Holy cow.
Did you go?
I went to the end of it because it was his birthday, just so he could see us. And you are going to want to tune into every game they play. This could be a special season. So I think they let the kids pitch. He just turned 7 yesterday. I think they let the kids pitch. And judging by last night, there'll be a lot of walks. But I'm really excited. And the best part, kids were having fun.
There you go. I don't know if they'll get much baseball in today. We do have a chance of showers, mainly in the afternoon. Won't see much of the sun. High today, 46.
We're looking at dates to tape more Visits with Experience Jackson. We want to get out to Calderon. We're looking at the weather the next few days, and it's like high of 50, low of 27. Next week looks better. Next week looks good.
We have some good news from the COVID front. Jackson College began phase 2 of the rollback of COVID regulations on the campus. As of today, actually yesterday, they are not requiring masks. Masks are encouraged but not required. They may require masks in certain spaces like the health clinic and other locations. They'll post signs. But they're opening up the entrance on Emmons Road and taking down the checkpoint.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I considered Jackson College. They were really the leader when it came to the response, and they kind of just held pat until the time was right. So they've done a nice job out there.
Yeah, I think when we look back at the very start of the pandemic, Jackson College was really the first to implement strict COVID.
Yeah, they did what they thought they needed to do, and it really was pretty impressive. It was more impressive than other four-year colleges had been able to put together in the same amount of time. So, it's good. Things will be looking different out there.
A lot of the colleges, really, when you look at four-year colleges, the decisions they made, they were all financial based. They waited until the last minute to announce campus closings. They didn't want to lose enrollment, dollars, housing, so on. But Jackson College, right off the bat.
Jackson College is a great place to go. I thought we should talk about student loan debt.
Okay.
So if you've had a student loan, you haven't had to make a payment since March of 20, right? Yeah, March of 20. Yeah. That's $195 billion that borrowers have saved. Now, 43 million people owe $1.7 trillion in student loans. Wow. So the average, it takes the average person 20 years. It's about $460 a month. Of course, I think that's going to go higher and higher as we've heard the cost of some of these four-year institutions. So, my thing is, it's great for people who have been able to maybe get a head start or catch up. But if people have been, spending that and then all of a sudden, it's coming back. I think there's so many people that think it's just gone and it's going to go away forever. And they've been spending that, say, $460 or $5,000 a year for the last few years on other things. So we shall see what happens there.
It might go away.
It might, but it can't entirely go away.
The president, that's the big debate right now in Washington. Some say the president does have the power with the stroke of a pen to eliminate it, and they look at past examples where other presidents like Obama have canceled student debt. So it's unknown. But
it's interesting, though, because you're coming off a period where no debt has, I don't think anyone really paid if they didn't have to, but no debt, none of that money has been paid in 28 months. So I can't see it just getting completely wiped out. Now, when it does come back in September, you will be able to get a forbearance for another year, so that'll push you out another year.
The problem is really that the college costs way too much. It's ridiculous.
Yes, yes, it does. A lot of money. So, yeah, and if you borrow $100,000, pay it back, it's going to be about $140,000. So,
school outbreaks each week are reported by MDHHS. Right now, there are 44 outbreaks in the state, none in Jackson County.
Yeah, that's good.
One school, Grayling High School, has 120 cases.
Really?
Yeah.
Must be just finally getting around to Grayling. That's what I think.
A lot of the outbreaks are in kindergarten and pre-K, which, that's,
Yeah.
I guess it's understandable.
I guess. Have you sent a tweet since the Twitter news?
Who uses Twitter?
Everyone.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone.
Wow.
Everyone. So I hopefully think some positives will happen out of this, because we've been banned from Twitter, as you know.
Yeah, Elon Musk is buying Twitter. It's going to take the whole year for the deal to actually go through.
I was banned.
You were banned.
I was banned.
I remember we were banned from Twitter. JTV was banned from Twitter.
3 or 4 months.
And they won't tell you why. They won't tell you. No.
No, we didn't do anything wrong.
No, we didn't.
And you just get banned because if enough people report you. So hopefully there's a better checks and balances of this stuff. It'll be interesting to see how Twitter changes.
I just don't understand why this man, the richest man on earth,
because if you don't like something the way it is and you're the richest person on earth, you buy it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Right? Wouldn't you? Yes, you would.
Well, if you don't like it, buy it and you turn
it.
You close it, shut it down.
What if he did that?
Maybe he does that.
That'd be awesome if he did. I would love if he did that, but he will not.
No. But there is, no one really knows. He hasn't said. No one.
Yeah, I wonder if all of his,
we don't know what he's going.
I wonder if all of his haters will stay on Twitter, or if they will find a different platform.
Maybe he'll change the name.
No.
Former President Trump was, as we all know, banned from Twitter. And
Is he back today?
Well, no, he's not. Musk does not own Twitter yet, but people have asked both Musk and Trump if he would go back on the platform, if he would be allowed back on the platform, and Musk has not said, but Trump said, no, I'm not coming back. I have my own social media platform.
He'll be back. He'll be back within 2 weeks' time.
He loved Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, Twitter controls the news cycle. Why wouldn't you want to be on there if you were Trump? You're going to run for president again, you need to be on Twitter. So that's that.
A lot to see. Oh, we found out yesterday Greektown will no longer be Greektown. Did you hear about that?
I have not heard about this.
Yes, Greektown Casino in Detroit is going to, starting May 1st, become known as Hollywood Casino, becoming part of a chain. I didn't know this, but Dan Gilbert had owned, he sold it to Hollywood. Dan Gilbert, but I thought the Native Americans owned Greektown. That was the whole idea, allowing the casino to be.
I thought when the casinos all got approval in Detroit that they were all Vegas-based casinos.
They were
at that time
licensed to the because Greektown is located on some connection to Native American land.
Okay.
And that's why it could be there, allegedly. I mean, it's all just a bunch of smoke and mirrors anyway, but they're going to invest $300 million and upgrade the hotel rooms. Have you ever stayed there?
I don't think so. I've stayed at the MGM, which I would say is probably my favorite as far as a place to stay.
Nice.
It's very, very nice. I don't think I've ever stayed at Greektown.
And they're going to build some sort of an entertainment hall to bring Las Vegas-style acts to Detroit. So it'll be a big entertainment.
Yeah, once you're there, you're not going to want to leave. That's how everything is being built nowadays.
The NFL said they are going to play football on Christmas. They're going to have 3 games, and we already have 3 NBA games.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's what we like to do.
Merry Christmas.
We like to sit on the couch and watch sports. The Nets got swept last night, which was a treat in my house because I don't like Kevin Durant. So, have you been watching the NBA playoffs?
Bits and pieces.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's good stuff. Love it. And there's our friend Kyrie, who there's always a picture ready of Kyrie. So, of course, they were predicted to do some damage, and they didn't. So darn.
We're going to start to see more of the logos on the jerseys. It's becoming a thing.
This is interesting. There's a high school program called Overtime Elite, which is it's a company really, and they are paying basketball players, I think 15 to 18. So you leave high school, you join this academy, and they pay you $100,000 a year.
What?
Yeah, and with it's called Overtime Elite. You've seen the Overtime videos on Facebook, that company. Well, they have their own academy in New York, and right now they have like 27 players, 3 teams. Each player gets a base salary of $100,000. If you don't take that base salary, you can still keep your college eligibility, but it's just amazing where things are going with sports.
I should have taken phys ed more seriously in middle school.
I still don't think you would have got into Overtime Elite.
Speaking of baseball, the new Lumen Christi baseball diamond is going to be dedicated and unveiled either Thursday or Saturday, depending on the weather. Mm-hmm. They can't schedule it.
I mean, looking at the weather, I would say maybe Thursday.
And
but it's going to be chilly.
Yeah, work is continuing on baseball and softball diamonds at Jackson College, and they've made a lot of progress. Speaking of junior college baseball, did you see the pitcher in Texas, a junior college baseball pitcher in Texas, was upset that someone got a home run off his pitch?
Yes.
Let's take a look.
Yes, this is awful.
North Central has taken the lead here in game 1. Oh my! Oh no! Oh no!
Was surprised that it didn't end up in a worse brawl, but I think both teams were so shocked that the pitcher lost his mind for a second like that, and things kind of got cleared up pretty quickly. But you can't do that.
No, apparently the hitter, the runner, was taunting the pitcher during the
Well, I'm sure he
game.
was. Yeah, it was like the bat flip.
Immediately,
don't like that.
the coach banned the pitcher for 6 games, but he's since been kicked off the team for knocking the. Was he out though? I wonder if he's.
No, it's a home run.
It's a home
yeah,
run.
it's still counted as a home run.
Yeah.
Would you like some sports?
That'd be a great idea.
Let's get to our scoreboard, brought to you by Extreme Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. They have a great new oil change building. They'll get you in and out very quickly. Go check out Extreme. Our scoreboard: baseball, Columbia Central 8, St. Creek 1. And then in the second game, St. Creek won 4-2 over CC. Grass Lake beat Napoleon. And Jackson High swept Ypsilanti 19-4 and 11-0. Softball, East Jackson and Summerfield split. East Jackson won the first game 21-7. Summerfield the second 16-9. And those are your softball, 2 softball scores from last night. Girls soccer, Columbia Central 3, Hillsdale 0, Grass Lake 11, Hanover Horton 0, Manchester 8, Michigan Center 0, and then Lansing Catholic 2, Western 1. I'm glad I wasn't out playing sports last night, especially this sport, golf. I am a fair weather golfer. Springport, they finished 4th in the Big 8 Jamboree at Burr Oak, and Jackson Christian finished 3rd in their league meet at Sharp Park. In tennis, Lumen Christi and Hastings split 4-4, and Western shut out Penfield 8-0. Here's what's on deck tentatively tonight, pending weather. A lot of baseball, a lot of softball, some soccer, golf, and track and field. It's a lovely night for track and field. And there's your, so get out and check it out. And then if you would like to see the area's best in the Selby track and field meet standings, we have those on our website, thanks to Jeff Steers and some folks at East Jackson putting those together. So if you'd like to see the area's best times and jumps, check out our website.
Nice. And I know you love the Selby. In fact, Andy has a Selby record.
Which I would love to see get broken.
We'll see.
Yeah, hopefully someday.
So I'll be at East Jackson High School this year.
East Jackson High School again, and it was awesome last year at East Jackson, and we are very excited to be back. And I will have a special guest commentator with me this year, and I will release that information soon.
Okay. Today's show is being brought to you by Jackson's Playhouse. Book your next birthday party at Jackson's Playhouse. They offer themed party packages. Their birthday party options are available to browse, and you can even book them online. Visit jacksonsplayhouse.com to reserve your date today. Located in the Ferguson Road Mall near Knight's Steakhouse, Jackson's provides safe, fun, and imaginative play. Who's on today's show?
Coming up, we have Nate Nims and Caitlin Wixom from the Center for Family Health. They'll be with us right after this break.
Getting your items from the library has never been easier. Jackson District Library is now delivering your favorite books, movies, and video games in the mail. Getting started is simple and easy. Just head to myjdl.com, click on the JDL Delivers banner, get your account created, and select your items. Voila! Your items are delivered to your mailbox. We can provide a return label for you, or you can return your items to the drop boxes outside of one of our branches. Jackson District Library. We come to you.
At Jackson Catholic Schools, we're guided by our Catholic tradition to provide the highest quality education and empower students to excel spiritually, intellectually, and emotionally. We inspire academic achievement by challenging students of all abilities, while we embrace growing students of all backgrounds with our Catholic values. This tradition carries into the next school year, where we are increasing the safety and sanitation for all our students. Jackson Catholic Schools, putting faith in the future of our youth. Enroll today, now through July 31st.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best. For over 35 years, Nostalgia Inc. has been Jackson's home for all things comics, graphic novels, and games. Whether it's Spider-Man, Batman, X-Men, The Walking Dead, or even Stranger Things and Star Wars, Nostalgia's friendly staff has decades of experience and can find the perfect gift for that fanatic in your life. With the largest selection and inventory of the latest comics, you're always sure to find something new and different at Nostalgia. Looking for something from years back? Our backstock selection can't be beat. And don't forget to ask about our subscription service so you never miss an issue. Into Magic the Gathering, D&D, Pokemon, or tabletops? We've got everything you could ever need. Whether you're starting a new hobby, a seasoned collector, or just shopping for that superhero in your life, Nostalgia Inc. is the place for you. Nostalgia Inc. on Mechanic Street in downtown Jackson.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is preparing. Preparing for the worst by putting to work the very best. Change is improving by replacing utility poles and redesigning our substations. Change is commitment. Commitment to upgrading 1,000 miles of our energy grid every year. And change is confidence. The confidence of knowing when it comes to keeping the lights on, we're always on. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
Welcome to the Blessed Nest, the home to all your spring home decor. With everything from furniture to women's clothing, the Blessed Nest has what you need, including favorite brands like Bed Stew, Brighton Jewelry, and Kalamazoo Candles. We have everything for this Mother's Day season. Stop in and see our unique selection of women's shoes, bags, clothing, and large variety of candles and fragrances. At the Blessed Nest, you'll find something special for everyone.
Welcome back to the morning show. The second annual Spring Fling is happening downtown Jackson, and it's happening Sunday, May 1st from 1 to 4 p.m. I will be there. I was there last year. Pop-up vendors, sip and shop, food trucks, and the Ferry App Challenge. There'll be stuff going on all around downtown, Michigan Ave, Jackson Street, and Mechanic Street. We hope to see you Sunday, May 1st downtown at the Spring Fling.
Joining us now from the Center for Family Health, we have Support Services Manager Nate Nims and Behavioral Health Consultant Caitlin Wixom. Welcome to the show.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Nate's been on our afternoon show a few times.
A few times, yep.
Yeah. Early in the COVID, you guys talked about leadership during the pandemic, and Center for Family Health certainly providing that. Now we're kind of doing the cleanup.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got, mental health issues and behavioral health. So let's find out first. Caitlin, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do at CFH.
So I'm one of the behavioral health consultants, a fancy word for a therapist. I do therapy about half the time, and then I do health coaching half the time. So I'm working very closely with our providers, our nurses, even the MAs to provide support to patients during their visits. And I do see some of those patients ongoing for therapy. I work very closely with our medically assisted treatment program as a substance use therapist. I do both individual and group therapy for that.
Nate, how about you? Same question.
Yeah, I am the support services manager at the center. So I oversee and support our behavioral health consultants, our community health worker team, and our dietitian and nutrition programs.
Oh. What is behavioral health, or what are some behavioral health issues?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is actually something we've talked about frequently, the difference between behavioral health and mental health, right? So behavioral health in general is, I would say, we see a lot of anxiety, we see a lot of depression, but it's even more than that. It's a behavior change aspect. Katie, do you have anything to input there?
I think behavioral health encompasses a lot more than mental health in the aspect that it doesn't have to just be about being depressed or being anxious. This can be, I'm ready to make a life change. I don't know the steps to get there, or it's stressful coping with this, but I'm ready to do it. And that's kind of where we step in and help with that change.
Yeah, everyone has issues and stresses. What about folks who have, maybe their jobs have changed over the last 2 years, they were out and about, and then work from home for 2.5 years? Are you guys seeing people that really are just now getting back out into society?
I'm seeing a lot of social anxiety with that because people were isolated for so long, they almost forgot how to interact with other people. And I get that it's scary, it's a lot of change, any change is scary, but a lot of people don't know how to cope with that stress. And I think the basis with any change or any mental health or behavioral health issue is being able to cope. And that's, again, something that we really stress.
You guys offer groups, and you offer that support.
Absolutely, yeah. So we offer several different groups. We offer, of course, we have our dietitian groups and whatnot. And then we also have an anxiety and depression support group. And that is led by one of our therapists, but it's also peer support as well. So it gives the opportunity for patients to really rely on each other and get to know each other. And then Katie, you can speak about your group a little bit.
I run our substance use group. It's a recovery skills workshop. It's very much for support. We have people who are very new in their recovery, and then we have people who have maintained for many years. Typically, these people are part of our medically assisted treatment program, which consists of Suboxone and Vivitrol, which helps people not relapse. Like I said, a lot of support. It's, can you cope with this? Scheduling is easy, something that seems to us, it's something new to these this population, these people that haven't done that. So a lot of different skills.
And then our newest group at the center is our True Colors support group, and it's actually a support group for LGBTQ youth, ages 13 to 19. So that's something that we just started not too long ago.
Are these groups for people who have seen and had treatment by a provider, and then they're funneled into a group, or can people just get into a group without having a diagnosis?
Yeah, so our groups are open to all of our patients at the center. And yeah, they're pretty much self-referral for the most part.
Are there differences on how adults are treated versus how children are treated for anxiety, depression?
Absolutely. Yeah, Katie, I'll let you take that question.
Yeah, so the approach is typically very different. how you talk to a kid is going to be a lot different than how you talk to an adult. Kids are playing a lot of games to learn skills. So maybe Uno with each card meaning a different thing. So anger, happiness, how do you cope with that? What does that look like? Where adults is more talk therapy based, but the end goal is learning to cope.
I guess things like overeating, alcohol abuse, substance abuse, all those fall into behavioral health too.
Absolutely.
How about, you're seeing new anger issues maybe from children, that type of thing?
Yep, absolutely. So again, these are responses to change or stressors in lives of both children and adults. So learning to cope with that is the kind of the basis of anything. Can you cope with this change? Just anger's something that comes up because we're feeling something else. So can we find that underlying cause and cope with that? Substance use, again, typically people are trying to cope. I'm going to go have a drink because I'm stressed. Okay, let's cope with that stress so we're not turning to the substance.
People are typically hesitant to admit issues like that. When they do finally, have they reached a point where it's, like too late? They've got too many issues?
I mean, I'd say it's never too late, right? Like, and we definitely try to, at the center at least, we have a full team of people that are there ready to support you. It's just, sometimes it's just a matter of asking for help, which is definitely the hardest,
Some people have to be, they have to have an intervention before they realize that they are really in deep trouble.
Yeah.
People are, they're typically afraid. So, what's the first step? How does someone make that call? Or what do they say when they come in?
So sometimes the doctors or even MAs will notice something during a visit, which is where the health coaching comes in. They might notice a patient's stress or they scored a little high on one of their screeners and they give us a call. We step in and just chat with them. Hey, how's it going? What's going on? What kind of stuff's stressing you out? What can we do to help?
Yeah, just to piggyback off of what Katie said, we are an integrated health clinic, so all of our doctors, our nurses, our MAs are all trained, have significant training in mental health as well, so they're all able to sort of catch those things. Because early interventions are super important. So
it seems like we get that question at every doctor visit: is do you feel safe at home? Have you been depressed? Have you ever thought about doing harm to yourself?
Yep.
It's just standard protocol.
Yeah, as it should be. Absolutely.
But a lot of people probably fill out that sheet and they're lying.
Right, right. They just fill it out because they got to fill it out again.
Yeah, exactly.
And everyone gets those questions. It's not because someone smells like gin. It's because everyone has to go through that screening.
Right.
How has COVID-19 increased risks for excessive alcohol and substance abuse? Is it the isolation?
It's the isolation, the stress. A lot of people faced financial barriers, childcare barriers. Okay, school's closed for a week, figure it out. So there's a lot of barriers there that have come up as a result of COVID. Again, the stress, the isolation, turning to whatever they can to cope.
Yeah, we've got, I think people for the very first time are realizing they can't handle it by themselves. And do you think the pandemic has caused more of this?
Yeah, I would say so, absolutely.
Who's doing better, kids or adults?
Oh, who's doing better?
I think adults have more of an ability to cope than kids do.
Sure.
Kids learn from their parents. Kids learn from those around them. Typically, kids are more resilient because they aren't as focused on all of the stressors. But I think the adults have the better ability to cope.
So you thought it was the opposite, didn't you?
I think sometimes adults use the excuse that their kids are having a hard time because of it. But there's some kids have been in school the whole time, some haven't. So again, everyone's different for sure.
Yeah, and I guess it depends on what you're exposed to as a kid. Some people their kids are watching all the news, the Ukraine. What's the impact of all that.
Yeah, what's on TV at your house?
Yeah,
that can make a big difference as well.
Or just keep it on JTV. That's our suggestion.
Problem solved, right?
Yeah, there you go.
And we appreciate that. We know people that do just allow their kids to watch JTV.
It's very good.
Yeah. Nate Nimtz and Caitlin Wixom are with us from the Center for Family Health. More with these two after this.
On May 3rd, the voters of Western School District will consider a ballot proposal to build a new state-of-the-art elementary school at a 0 increase to the current millage rate. This is an incredible opportunity to ensure success for our students and community well into the future. As a proud Panther, I urge you to vote yes on Tuesday, May 3rd. It's time we come together for our kids and community. Go Panthers!
With proper alignment, your vehicle's tires can last a lot longer. At G-Force Automotive, we perform a comprehensive front-end inspection and perform a complete alignment on your car, truck, or SUV. We'll keep you driving straight down the road. At G-Force Automotive, we make friends one car repair at a time.
Registration is now open for Jackson YMCA Summer Day Camp. The camp is about learning skills, developing character, and making friends. Every new experience at day camp is a chance for kids to stay active, address gaps in learning when school's not in session, and have fun. Open to ages 4 to 14. Sign up for just 1 week or all 10 at jacksonymca.org.
We at the Cascades Humane Society are dedicated in our mission of connecting animals in need with people who care. We vaccinate, spay or neuter, and disease test all cats and dogs that come through our doors. We have limited intake, but we never limit the time a pet can stay with us. Our low-cost spay and neuter program keeps unwanted puppies and kittens to a minimum and out of our shelter. As a nonprofit, we are always in need of both monetary and pet-related donations. Visit us at the Cascades Humane Society, and you might just find your next best friend.
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. We have a dog-friendly event coming up. It's the Bark and Brew presented by TAC, and it's happening Saturday, May 21st at Keeley Park. From 1 to 6 p.m., enjoy craft beers from local brewers, great food, live entertainment, and a dog talent show. Proceeds benefit the Jackson County Animal Shelter Community Spay and Neuter Program and Emergency Service for JCS Animals. Tickets on sale now, or you can just show up and pay when you get there.
Nate and Kate are with us from the Center for Family Health. People call you Kate?
Yeah.
We're talking about behavioral health, mental health. With the increase that you've noted during the pandemic, have you had to adjust how you deliver the services, add more people or more services?
Yeah, we're always expanding and always growing. So I don't know if I'd say that was specifically from the pandemic, but we have added some new services. Our classes and groups, a lot of our classes and groups were in response to the pandemic, and then allowing it on Zoom was also part of that as well. So
people got zoomed out, I think.
I did.
I know.
I did. It felt like schoolwork. Every time I logged into Zoom.
Yeah. Now, with this, everyone's having a bad day at some point. Mm-hmm. How do you know that it's more than just a bad day and that you should seek some sort of help?
Absolutely.
I think when it becomes a regular thing. So
it becomes a bad month?
Yeah, a bad day turns into a bad week, turns into a bad month, and you're constantly feeling down or anxious or stressed, and you just can't pull yourself out of that.
What are some practical steps that we can just take to help improve our mental health?
So this is one of my favorites to talk about. So self-care is huge. Doing something for you that really makes you feel good. So that can be a hobby, maybe that's spending time with friends and family or having a game night. Some families do like a Sunday family dinner, and that's their quality time, their self-care. That looks different for everybody. There's no wrong answer, but really making sure that you're taking care of you.
Like rewards. What do you think about rewards if you get through? Maybe it's alcohol. You don't drink for the day. Mm-hmm. Do you like the rewards system? Absolutely.
I mean, this works from kids all the way up through adults. So maybe it's not drinking, maybe it's weight loss, whatever it is, rewarding yourself for every little accomplishment that you're getting. If I can make it through the day without a drink, okay, what am I going to do for myself? And then it builds those good habits.
It's starting small with those goals too, right? Mm-hmm. Because if you just set yourself a goal and it's this big lofty goal, you're never going to reach it. So taking steps to reach that goal.
What does it cost to come see you guys?
Yeah, so we have a lot of different programs available to help with the cost. So we have financial service advocates right in our building that are able to help help you get signed up for whether it's health insurance or some sort of health coverage, and then we do also have a sliding fee discount program as well. So honestly, I always say you're never going to be turned away for an inability to pay. So there's lots of options.
And anyone can be a patient.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
This is National Minority Health Awareness Month, and the center has been stressing all month that minorities, they've been traditionally getting the short end of the deal when it comes to healthcare.
Absolutely, yeah, and we have, like I said, we have a lot of people available there to help you out, and a lot of people on board with that. So.
And I think that's part of kind of what the center stands for, is really opening that door to healthcare for everybody.
Right.
So whether it's you come in through our walk-in and you need services right then to get established to help you because you're struggling then and you need help now, but really anybody that needs help, we're there to serve.
What do people do to contact the center? Do they need any kind of referral or anything?
Absolutely not. Just give us a call, 748-5500, or of course visit our website, centerforfamilyhealth.org.
Any advice for parents with kids that are maybe not acting themselves lately?
I would say reach out for help. I mean, that's kind of one of the biggest things there. Reach out if you need help. You identify that you need help. Your kiddo needs help. Reach out. We're here. So
I think some people I've noticed because they've been away from the doctor for a couple of years, that they're having a hard time getting in, particularly to specialists. I know someone couldn't get in until September for something. It's crazy, but how about you guys? Are you able to get people in pretty quick?
We are, yeah, we are. And then we always have our walk-in clinic available as well for those sorts of things. That's open Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 or 9 to 9, and then the weekends 9 to 6.
Still doing the shots?
We are, shots? Yes, COVID vaccines, and we're still doing a little bit of COVID. I mean, we're doing COVID testing. We're not doing a lot of tests, but.
Have you seen it drop off in both cases?
Yes. Yeah, we're still doing vaccines, so, which is great. Still doing lots of boosters.
Are you guys doing a lot of vaccines for people just kind of coming in on their other visits and things like that, asking them?
Yeah, we've integrated that now as just like we would any other vaccine. Nice. You come in for your physical, and hey, do you want your COVID vaccine? Well, we've been doing that for a while.
I think we're at a point where it's the matter of convenience when someone gets the booster. It's like, well, I'll get around to it.
I think the same thing with the booster too. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Great to see you both. Thanks for coming in
today.
Thank you.
Nate Nims is Support Services Manager, and Caitlin Wixom is Behavioral Health Consultant at the Center for Family Health. We've got some soccer stars and coaches coming up next on the morning show. Stay tuned.
Registration is open now for the 2022 Dahlem Outdoor Adventure Summer Day Camp. During June, July, and August, there are 9 one-week themed sessions for children ages 3 to 12 years old. For online registration and details, visit www.dahlemcenter.org or call the office at 517-782-3453 extension 0. Dahlem, Jackson's Nature Place, 7117 South Jackson Road in Jackson.
Improving the air quality in your home isn't a luxury, it's improving your family's lives. Our staff do each job carefully, completely, and with great attention paid to you, the homeowner. We take care to leave each home better than we found it, and when you take your first breath after one of our cleanings, I'm sure you'll agree. We can help keep your home cleaner and your air safer by scheduling a cleaning today. Ducks, we're your indoor air professionals.
Asthma Allergy Centers can help you breathe freely. Since 1980, our board-certified specialists have provided testing and treatment for a wide variety of asthma and allergy-related conditions, including immunodeficiencies and skin problems. No referrals are necessary, and we accept any insurance or no insurance. You can even use our mobile app to check in and pay. Come see us at our Jackson office or one of our multiple offices in Southwest Michigan.
When you need metal, and you need it now, Alro Metals Outlet is here for you. When your back is against the wall, our vast inventory of aluminum, steel, plastics, and more will help you get the job done. Whether you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, our retail stores are your one-stop shop for metals. You select it, we cut to length, and shear to size. Right here, right now. Because when you need metal, Alro Metals Outlet has your back.
Come along with JTV and Experience Jackson and get to know or reintroduce yourself to some of the best Jackson County has to offer. Join Andy and Rachel as they tour the county interviewing and highlighting Jackson on a visit with Experience Jackson. Whether it's golf, museums, hotels, or events, we'll give you some great ideas on how to spend time in Jackson. Watch on JTV.tv, YouTube, and Experience Jackson social channels.
A&A Meat Market has provided Jackson with premium choice meats for over 80 years. You'll taste the quality of our beef, pork, chicken, and fish with prices that are as fantastic as our meat selection. We have a full-service deli, slice to order, and can accommodate every need, large or small. Meat bundles are available, and see our Eckrich House with a variety of Eckrich products. Pick up some of our smoked hunter sticks and beef jerky for a great snack on the go. Stop in today and make your next meal delicious with A&A Meat Market.
Searching for medical supplies can be a challenging aspect of the healthcare system, but with help from Brown's Advanced Care Medical Supplies, you can set your worries aside. Our expert staff takes the time to give each of our customers the personal attention they deserve and are trained to find the right products for each individual. If you can't come to us, then let our delivery team come to you to help set up your supplies so you can get back to what really matters, living your life. Brown's Advanced Care Medical Supplies. Locally owned, locally operated, locally loved.
Welcome back to the morning show on JTV. Our show today is brought to you by Vermeulen Home Furnishings, now in their third generation of being family owned and operated. Vermeulen's prides themselves on offering quality name brand furniture at affordable prices. Thanks to Vermeulen's for helping us bring you today's show. Now we'd like to welcome one of our very own Jackson soccer stars, Kathleen Doan, with high school coach Blake Newman-Gillig and Rush soccer coach Darius Ward. Good morning.
Good morning.
So, you're fresh back from, where'd you go? You went to Spain?
Yep.
So talk a little bit about the trip over to Spain. What was that like?
The trip was life-changing for me. I met a ton of amazing girls that really focus on soccer, and they're so passionate about soccer. And for me, that's what Rush was really about, was your passion for the sport. So it was really amazing to see that.
Talk a little bit about the schedule when you guys traveled. What was it like? Did you guys compete in a tournament? Did you guys do a lot of practices? What was it like?
Yeah, so this is my first year coaching Kathleen with Rush. Unfortunately, I didn't go on the trip with her, but in terms of her selection process, obviously her previous coach, Marco, who's the head coach at Spring Arbor now, he recommended her for that an opportunity, and also she was able to go to the regional select program, and there, obviously she performed well, and so she was selected to go to the national event, where she, like she said, she was able to travel to Spain and play with some amazing players. So I'm just lucky to be able to coach a kid who's very passionate about the game and has a really good attitude about improving and whatnot.
And Blake, of course, you get to take advantage in the high school season. Talk a little bit about Kathleen as a player, and what type of experience this is really like for her coming back.
Well, to start, I think that for me it was a no-brainer. So her mom and her kind of came to me and they were like, "We want Kathleen to do this thing," and I was like, "She has to do it. She absolutely has to do it. So whatever she has to miss to make her eligible when she comes back, no-brainer, she has to go." And she came back and she was just ready to play, and which was awesome because I was like, "You just got off of plane for like 13 hours or whatever it was, and you're jet lagged and you're just ready to go. And then obviously the week we came back, we had some schedule changes, and she was just like, whatever, like let's just do it. It's fine. So yeah, I think her attitude and her perspective about that situation and then coming back and playing with her teammates here was perfect.
Right, because you missed one LC game, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, some coaches would not be cool with that, but you realized the opportunity, of course.
Absolutely.
So talk about some of these kids you're playing with. Who are some of your teammates? Are they from all over?
Yes, they're from all over the U.S., some from Iowa and Mississippi and everything. So it was really cool to come together as one team. I only knew like 2 or 3 girls going there, and so I met pretty much my whole team there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm sure some new best friends.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
It looks like a heck of a vacation on top of a soccer experience, too.
It was, yeah.
Did you guys get to do some sightseeing?
Yes, we did. We walked around Madrid a lot, and then when we went to Valencia, we got to tour their Art and Science Museum and a ton of their shops and everything, and we got to go to the beach, so that was really fun.
Darius, talk about this level of soccer and what it's really like, compared to just maybe a high school team.
Right. Well, I've been fortunate enough to coach, like youth level club and then now college at Albion, and for her to experience this type of level, I think it shows one, she's had good foundation from when she was little, and then obviously has a good family who's provided with the opportunity to be in these environments. But I mean, this level is pretty high. I mean, when you're playing with players from all over the country, it shows that one, you're one of the best players in your area, and then also in your state. And that's one thing, Rush does a really great job of providing opportunities for our top players to go on and push themselves. And I think it's important when you do that, because you realize that, one, hey, here's where I'm at, and then what do I need to do to get to the next level? And she's a player who has big aspirations of going on and playing on a high level. So. Yeah. I'm just here to help her, and I think she has to be in control of that process, and which she is. Yeah, your older sister Anna was able to play on a team similar to this, and now she's at Division I UNC Asheville. What are your goals?
My goal is to play in college. I've always seen myself being able to play in college, and like Darius said, hopefully I have what it takes to get there. And I believe that if I really worked for it and I put my time and effort into it, that I could.
She's pretty tough, has a good motor, right?
Yep.
Talk a little bit about the LC team and kind of what Kathleen does for you out on the field.
Yeah, so she's, obviously an essential player on our back line. If you didn't know, she plays defense. Yeah, so I think that especially, we're pretty young. We have a pretty young team. And having a strong player in the back that is young can kind of help guide her other young peers is really important, especially as we grow and we continue to develop the younger players. If we have someone back there that's playing at that level, at that caliber, she's the only thing that's doing is bringing the people around her with her.
Yeah.
So there's that saying that the rising water lifts all boats, right? So that's kind of what is happening. You can see it happening around her in the back and then just pushing up the field. So
it's very cool. Now you're how old?
I'm 15.
15. So that's pretty amazing to have all these accomplishments by the age of 15. So give us some advice on younger kids playing soccer. There's so many different options. What's the most important? What's the most important thing you want to see when you have a 9th grader get to high school?
I want them to have a good base. So hopefully that they've been playing some type of youth soccer before, preferably a decent level of club, so that they get a good fundamental base, and obviously come in with an attitude that is coachable, so that way they're able to play in our system, whatever that system is at the time. But yeah, I think fundamentals are extremely important and often overlooked, so definitely focus on that.
Yeah, you don't want to waste your time teaching fundamentals day one of practice. Yeah. What's your history in the game?
Oh man, I actually grew up in West Africa, Liberia, and I came here at the age of 12, and I played a little bit club soccer, and I traveled a little bit, not as her, of course, but just within Michigan and in the Midwest, and then I played a little bit at MSU with the men's club team.
Nice.
But for me, like, going back to your question about, what do you, in terms of what do you want to see from a player when they get to the high school level? For us at the Rush, we try to teach the players empathy, and then also embracing the game and loving it and loving practice. Because a lot of players, especially in today's youth game, they have so much going on.
Right.
I mean, I feel bad. Sometimes I tell their parents are like Uber drivers because they're pulling their kids all over the place.
I have talked to a second grade parent. The kid's got a hockey game, baseball game, and soccer game Saturday morning.
Yes.
It's second grade.
Yeah.
So,
no, I mean, it's not healthy, but because so they have so much going on, and sometimes they don't love what they do. And she's the total opposite.
Yeah.
She loves if you see her how she practices, like how she's at practice versus how she plays in the game, there's nothing different.
That's cool.
And that's what we want players to love practice, to love their improvement, because they have total ownership. And I truly believe this, we as coaches and parents, I always tell the parents, we have 1% in their improvement, they have 99%.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, she has a few friends that play her at Rush, and they play for Coach Blake now. So hopefully, they're showing what we teach them at Rush, and then having a good time at the high school level.
Awesome. Now, Blake, you're 2016 graduate of Lumen Christi, second year coach. So you played at Lumen, obviously.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about your history in the game.
Yeah, so I played at Lumen for 4 years. I was a varsity player there. I played for Rush actually too, so it's good to see some other people taking advantage of that club. After high school, I went and I played at Defiance College for 4 years. So that was an amazing experience. Anyone who's thinking about playing in college, I recommend it. Tap, tap. But yeah, and then last year I was in grad school and I got reached out to about the coaching job, and I took it. So yeah.
And here you are. Awesome.
Yep.
Awesome. Have you ever gotten a yellow card or a red card?
Nope.
Really? Well,
That's
let's see
amazing.
that is amazing.
Because she's very aggressive.
Yeah,
aggressive defender.
I happened to see one of your basketball games. And if they had cards and basketball, I think you would have got a good shot from what I saw. So what's the schedule like? When can we see Kathleen play?
Yeah, so our next 3 games, we have one on Thursday at 5 at Hastings, and then we play Harper Creek Wednesday at Harper Creek, and then we play next Friday at home.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for being here. Kathleen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Any things you want to accomplish during the rest of your high school career before you go off to college?
What Dara said before was showing Lumen what we learned from Rush.
Okay.
In the base, and the whole Rush program has 11 core values, and to me those are really important for how you develop as a player and a person, and so I would definitely like to bring that into my school soccer.
Very cool, very cool. Well, congratulations and continued success this year, and good luck with the rest of the coaching.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it. Kathleen Doan and Darius Ward, along with Blake Newman-Gillick from Lumen Christi and Rush Soccer. We'll be right back after this break.
You need a plumber? Grimes Plumbing Company. Licensed and insured, proudly serves the Jackson area with fast, reliable service and competitive pricing, both for repairs and new installs. For fast, reliable plumbing service, call Grimes Plumbing today. And remember, we love water.
Registration is open now for the 2022 Dahlem Outdoor Adventure Summer Day Camp. During June, July, and August, there are 9 one-week themed sessions for children ages 3 to 12 years old. For online registration and details, visit www.dahlemcenter.org or call the office at 517-782-3453 extension 0. Dahlem, Jackson's Nature Place, 7117 South Jackson Road in Jackson.
Registration now open for summer semester at Jackson College. Jackson College offers programs and classes designed to fit many preferences and schedules, with personnel who are committed to student success. Students may choose from in-person or online options, with sessions lasting the full 12 weeks, as well as 7-week and 5-week sessions. Summer semester begins May 9th. New students should contact the admissions office prior to registering for classes. Current students may meet with a Student Success Navigator to discuss their schedule by contacting Student Services. For information about registering, visit the website jccmi.edu.
Lester Brothers has been performing driveway installations for over 30 years. Crushed asphalt is one of our most popular driveway gravels and an overall Lester Brothers favorite. When spread properly, it can last for many years. It's 100% recycled, environmentally friendly, quarter of the cost of hot asphalt, dust-free, and ready for immediate use after construction. Contact Lester Brothers today for a free timely estimate for your future crushed asphalt driveway or parking lot.
It's an exciting time to be a Comet. Already a Mid-Michigan leader in education, athletics, and the arts, our community support allows Hanover Horton to continually improve our security, technology, and facilities. Hanover Horton features a wide variety of classes for all students, including STEM, advanced placement, and college courses. Our educators forge relationships for life and are dedicated to preparing your child for success. Hanover Horton Schools, creating a better world one student at a time.
The Pick Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
Welcome back to the morning show, and a special hello to our viewers in Hell, Michigan. Have you ever been to Hell, Michigan?
No, but I believe Adrian Sharp is from there. Isn't he?
No, I don't know.
Oh, I thought he was.
I think it's up near, well, everyone, it's
in the thumb.
No,
No?
it's like around Pinckney
No.
or Brighton, between there somewhere. It's a very,
Okay,
10 miles from Pinckney.
All right.
Yeah, so it's so small that they don't have a real mayor, but you can become mayor of the day for $100.
I'd do it.
Yeah, and in Hell, Michigan, yesterday, this was the mayor of the day. Jinx the cat, the town's first animal mayor.
Wow.
And Jinx has become famous on social media for her unusually large eyes.
They look like glass eyes.
Isn't it spooky? So she was the mayor of Hell.
Looks like
yesterday.
a stuffed cat.
Mm-hmm. Today, Taco Bell announced a luggage collection they're marketing. If you'd like to travel with the brand Taco Bell, they've got carry-on suitcase called Fire, the hot duffel bag, Diablo crossbody bag, and the mild 5-piece packing cube set.
Where do you put the Imodium AD?
Well, there's a special pouch.
I like that one.
That's cool. Yeah,
That's not bad. I mean,
that is cool. That appeals to us. Hey, it's my grandma's birthday, so happy birthday, Grandma! And I pulled this picture. This is from 4 years ago at Grandma's 90th.
I love that picture.
Birthday. Yeah, it was the photo of the day, and so happy birthday, Grandma!
Wow, 90. How many? 94.
Yeah, 94 years young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. Awesome.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Rita.
It's always one of my favorite days of the year is Grandma's birthday.
Yeah, because there's going to be cake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cake
There's
today.
gonna be cake today.
Happy birthday, Rita Lundberg.
Hey, join us tomorrow. We'll have Dr. Stephen Spatafor from Henry Ford Health, Craig Hatch from the Chamber and Experience Jackson, and Ben Jones from U.S. Staffing.
Later today, Mike Smida, Monica Moser, Matt Aubin, Lisa Schweitzer, Stitch Nichols returns, and Will Taco. That's today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you this afternoon.